that? That's my boy Stan Van Gundy. What it says in the picture, hard in the paint. Shout out to Stan Van Gundy. I love you, man. But anyway, I got some unfortunate news in regards to him. The Pelicans have fired him after one season with the team. The Pelicans ended up finishing the season 31-41, which isn't their best season, Mario. Um, and I have a statement from Executive Vice President of Basketball Operations, David Griffin, said, and I quote, on behalf of Mrs. Gail Benson and the Pelicans organization, I would like to thank Stan for the integrity and professionalism that he demonstrated during his time in New Orleans, as well as the commitment and work ethic he brought to our team. This was a difficult decision. I have tremendous respect for Stan, both personally and professionally. But we agreed it is in our best interest of our team to move forward in a different direction. We wish Stan, Kim, and their family all the best in the future. Um, but yeah, Mario, there are some coaches out there that are still available. Jason Kidd's a candidate. We've talked about him a couple of times. Jacquees Vaughn, he's a candidate as well. Charles Lee is also a candidate to coach his team. So there are a lot of coaches out there. Lloyd Pierce, we talked about him. He could coach his team as well. But yeah, Mario, there are a lot now that more coaches are losing their jobs and stuff like that. There's more coaches out there and are available, like unlike it was before. So I'll pass on to you. But before I do, this article was written by Woj and Andrew Wolfes. So your thoughts on the Pelicans firing Stan Van Gundy after a season?
Well, first of all, I wish Stan Van Gundy the best of luck in his future endeavors. I do wish him the absolute best of luck. But yeah, the other guys that are coaching candidates that they're really looking at, I'm very interested in Jason Kidd as the New Orleans Pelicans head coach. I think that fits very, very well. I do. Because Jason Kidd, when I look at Jason Kidd play, Nate, there's a little bit in his game that reminds me of Lonzo Ball. A little bit in his game that reminds me of Lonzo Ball, okay? And I believe that he can turn Lonzo Ball into that player that we have expected Lonzo Ball to be. It's all about the coaching system, and I think that would be a great coaching system that Lonzo Ball can fit under. And then on the top of that, you add guys like Zion, Brandon Ingram, you add those types of guys, and again, it could become a very, very good team. The Pelicans, again, they're right there at the doorstep, but they're just not knocking on the door. And not only that, they're not opening it, but they're on the doorstep. I feel like a couple more pieces are definitely something that they might need. But overall, if I'm a Pelicans fan, I think the future looks bright. It's just you need that coach, and I don't think it's right for. And again, I don't think it's these coaches that just keep on getting fired. It's not right for the actual Pelicans team because they don't have what you call that one coach to get used to. It's just this is your coach for this year, then he's fired, and this coach for this year, and he's fired. They need to find a coach that they can stay with a long time. And I think Jason Kidd's that guy. I think Jason Kidd could definitely help Lonzo Ball reach that full potential that he has been looking for because I see some game in Lonzo Ball that reminds me of Jason Kidd a little bit, the way they pass, they got quick twitches. Again, sometimes it's the shooting, Lonzo Ball, he's improved this year. I think this is definitely a career year for him. Do I think this is going to be the best that Lonzo Ball is going to be? No, I think Lonzo Ball could reach further heights, but he needs the right coach to do it. I think Jason Kidd's that guy, And then there's other guys that they're probably not interviewing that could definitely become good coaches for them. Barry Trotz, Mike D'Antoni, you got all those guys can really help that offense out. But look, I look at the Pelicans and it just seems like they're getting better every single year, So I think if they can find that one head coach that they can stabilize and keep for a very, very long time, I think the Pelicans could definitely become a playoff team. But it's all about finding that coach. And personally, I think Jason Kidd's that guy. But again, they're going to make the decision that they want. So with that being said, as for Stan Van Gundy, I'm not quite sure what's next for Stan Van Gundy. I'm not quite sure. But regardless, I do wish him the best of luck in the future. I wish the Pelicans the best of luck in the future as well. And we'll see what happens over time.
Yeah, I wish Stan Van Gundy the best of luck moving forward. Personally, Mario, I'm not really a big fan of coaches getting fired after a season. I really not. I did talk about this before about a week or two ago. Because I really do feel like that a year, especially depending on the coach, isn't enough time to kind of prove your greatness. I did touch up on that. But the Pelicans, they're an interesting bunch. They, like you said, they're getting better and better each year. And I guess Stan Van Gundy wasn't the guy that was going to help him guide them moving forward. Or at least that's what the Pelicans believed him. They moved on from him. And to be honest, Mario, again, I'm not really a big fan of being fired after only a season. Because again, sometimes it takes a few years to kind of get that bond going. You know what I mean? It takes it sometimes depending on the team, depending on the situation, depending on the person and the player, the coach, whatever the case might be. It does take some time, but at the end of the day, it's the Pelicans' decision, and this is what they decided to go with. As for Stan Van Gundy, I'm not sure what's going to happen moving forward, Mario. Maybe he could land another head coaching job. There are teams he could go to, if that's what he wants to do. Celtics need a head coach. I know the Trailblazers need a head coach. I'm trying to think. I know there's a couple more out there. The Orlando Magic, they need a head
Magic
coach. Who?
Magic need a head coach. The
Yeah, I
Wizards
just mentioned that they
need
need
a
a
head
head
coach
coach.
because
What do you call it? I think the Wizards need a head coach as well. That's right. They fired theirs earlier. We'll talk about that in the next video. Indiana needs a head coach. So those teams right now, they need a head coach. So he could go to one of those teams if that's what he wants to do. But regardless, aside from that, I don't know what's going to happen next year for Stan Van Gundy moving forward. But whatever happens, I do wish him the best of luck in his future endeavors. As for the Pelicans, I do wish him the best of luck as well. Best of luck as well in trying to find a coach, and we'll see what happens.